Dinner drama, Christmas chaos unleashed. Hey there, YouTube fam. Buckle up, because I've got a Christmas story that'll make your ugly sweaters look tame. Picture this. A peaceful family dinner, the scent of roasted turkey in the air, and then, bam! Your girl here jumps up and shouts, "Shut the F up about my body," at the top of her lungs. Oh yeah, it happened. And trust me, it gets even juicier. You won't believe the reaction from my body-shaming husband or how my in-laws' jaws hit the floor faster than Santa down a chimney. This holiday feast turned into a festive fiasco that puts your aunt's overcooked ham to shame. What's up, everybody? It's your girl, the awkward moment connoisseur, back at it again with another cringeworthy tale that'll make you say, "Thank goodness that wasn't me." Today's special? A Christmas dinner disaster with all the trimmings. On the menu, we've got a main course of body shaming, generously seasoned with family drama, and a side of passive-aggressive comments that'll make your eyes roll so hard, you'll see your own brain. And for dessert, a heaping portion of Am I the A-hole analysis that'll leave you questioning everything you thought you knew about family dynamics. So grab your favorite snack, settle in, and let's dive into this holiday horror show. Trust me, by the end of this video, you'll either be calling your therapist or hugging your drama-free family extra tight. All right, let's rewind a bit. Picture this. I'm a new mom, right? I've got this adorable little nugget of joy, and I'm feeling pretty darn proud of what my body just accomplished. I mean, hello? I grew a whole human. But apparently my dear husband didn't get the memo that women's bodies don't just snap back like a rubber band. So, for months, and I'm talking since the day I popped out our son, my loving husband started playing this fun little game called Let's Make Indirect Comments About My Wife's Body. Oh joy. He'd say things like, "Oh, that top used to look good on you, but not anymore though." Or he'd look at my waist and go, "Wow, didn't know your waist could get this wide." Real charmer, right? And the best part? He called these little gems his observations. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I tried to ignore it. I mean, maybe he was just adjusting to the changes, right? But then, then he decided to extend his observation services to our friends and family. Because nothing says, "I love you," like pointing out your wife's body changes to everyone you know. Fast forward to Christmas Day. We're at his family's home, all decked out in our holiday best. I'm wearing this gorgeous floral maxi dress, feeling like $1,000,000 for the first time in forever. My sister-in-law, bless her heart, compliments me on it. And then, my dear husband opens his mouth.
"I agree. It looks nice on you."
Oh, how sweet. But wait, there's more. Though I have to admit that your waist could get smaller than this. Cue the awkward silence. You could hear a Christmas ornament drop. I swear, even the turkey on the table was like, dude, not cool. Now, folks, I'd like to say I handled this with grace and poise. That I calmly explained to my husband why his comments were hurtful. That I used "I feel" statements, and we had a productive discussion about body image and postpartum changes. But nope, this mama bear had reached her limit. Months of observations, passive-aggressive comments, and now this? In front of his entire family? On Christmas? I stood up, my chair scraping against the floor like the world's most dramatic sound effect. I took a deep breath, channeled my inner Mariah Carey high note, and shouted, "Shut the F up about my body!" Yep, you heard that right. I censored myself here, but dropped the full F-bomb at the family dinner in front of everybody. So what happened next? Well, it wasn't pretty. My husband? Absolutely speechless. His family? Staring at me like I just announced I was running away to join the circus. Some tried to calm me down, but let me tell you, when you've been bottling things up for months, there's no putting that genie back in the bottle. The dinner? Over faster than you can say awkward family photo. My husband? Oh, he stormed off to his friend's place faster than Rudolph on Red Bull. But not before leaving me a lovely text message. According to him, I'd embarrassed him, made a scene over a simple observation, and get this, I needed therapy for my insecurities. Oh, and apparently, I had verbally abused him and scared his family. Because clearly, months of body-shaming comments are totally fine, but heaven forbid I stand up for myself. Now here's where things get tricky. In the aftermath of Christmas Dinnergate, I started to doubt myself. Did I overreact? Was I too sensitive? Should I have just smiled and nodded like I had been doing for months? I mean, I ruined Christmas dinner. I yelled in front of my in-laws. I censored myself, but still, dropping an F-bomb at Christmas dinner isn't exactly in the holiday spirit, is it? But then I think about all those months of comments, the way my confidence was chipped away bit by bit. The fact that my husband thought it was okay to comment on my postpartum body, not just to me, but to others. So here I am, turning to you, my YouTube family. Am I the a-hole here? Did I take things too far? Or was this justifiable given the circumstances? The grand finale. Am I wrong here, or am I the hero? All right, folks, let's break this down like a gingerbread house after New Year's. We've got months of body-shaming comments from my husband, a particularly nasty comment at Christmas dinner, my admittedly dramatic response, a ruined family dinner, a husband who thinks I need therapy for standing up for myself. Now, let's talk about my dear husband's behavior. Commenting on someone's body? Not cool. Doing it repeatedly for months? Even less cool. Doing it in front of family at Christmas dinner? That's like North Pole levels of not cool. So what's the verdict? Was I the jerk for ruining Christmas dinner? Or was I the hero who finally stood up to months of body shaming? Here's my take. While my delivery might have been a bit explosive, the message was long overdue. My body created life, and instead of support, I got criticism. Instead of love, I got observations. And let's be real, there's only so much a person can take before they snap like a dry Christmas tree branch. But here's the thing, this isn't just about me. It's about all of us who've ever felt pressured about our bodies, who've endured well-meaning comments that cut deep. It's about standing up for ourselves, even when it's uncomfortable, even when it ruins Christmas dinner. So, am I wrong here? Could I have handled it better? Probably. But am I sorry for finally standing up for myself? Not on your life. Now it's your turn. I want to hear your wildest family dinner stories. Did you ever have a meltdown over the mashed potatoes? Throw a turkey leg at your annoying cousin? Let me know in the comments below. And hey, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell, because trust me, with my family, there's bound to be more drama coming your way. Until next time, remember, your body is nobody's business but your own, and if anyone tells you different, well, you have my permission to channel your inner Christmas chaos. Peace out, YouTube fam.
A shocking discovery that shattered trust. I never thought I'd be that guy. You know, the one who finds something he shouldn't and ends up in a whirlwind of drama. But here I am, standing in front of my fiancé's closet, holding a box that's about to turn my world upside down. Let me tell you, folks, when they say don't go looking for trouble, they really mean don't go looking in your fiancé's closet. Trust me on this one. Hey there, YouTube. I'm Jake, your average guy who thought he had it all figured out. Decent job, great friends, and a beautiful fiancé. Or so I thought. Buckle up, because this story is wilder than a roller coaster designed by a drunk engineer. Picture this. It's 2 weeks before the wedding. I'm looking for my lucky tie in Sarah's closet. You know, the one I wore on our first date. Instead, I find a box. Not just any box, mind you. This thing was more suspicious than a cat sitting next to a broken vase. Now, I'm not usually the snooping type, but this box, it was practically screaming, "Open me, Jake." What's the worst that could happen? Spoiler alert, a lot. A lot could happen. So grab your popcorn, folks. This tale has more twists than a pretzel factory. We're talking hidden pasts, French business trips, and an ex-boyfriend who's more persistent than a telemarketer. Ready? Let's dive in. I open the box and bam, it's like I've stumbled into the X-rated version of Sarah's greatest hits. Videos, messages, photos, you name it. And let me tell you, it wasn't a PG-13 show. Now, I'm not a prude. We all have pasts. But this was like finding out your sweet grandma used to be a WWE wrestler. Shocking, impressive, and slightly disturbing all at once. So, what do you do when you find out your fiancé's past is spicier than a ghost pepper? Couples counseling, of course. Because nothing says, "I love you," like paying a stranger to listen to your relationship problems. Our therapist, let's call her Dr. Obvious, had some great advice. Communication is key, she said. Yeah, no kidding. I was thinking more along the lines of time travel is key, but I guess we work with what we've got. Just when I thought we were getting somewhere, Sarah drops a bombshell. She's going on a business trip to France. Now, I'm no geography expert, but I'm pretty sure the Eiffel Tower isn't the only thing that's going to be erected on this trip.
Oh, Jake, it's just business.
Sure, and I'm the Queen of England. Ding. Oh look, a message from Sarah's ex-boyfriend. Because apparently, he didn't get the memo that we're engaged. And what's this? A new video. Oh joy, it's like Christmas came early. Except instead of presents, I got a stocking full of trust issues. Turns out, Sarah's business trip was more of a busyness trip, if you know what I mean. That French connection was more connected than my Wi-Fi. So here I am, newly married, with a pregnant wife who's been playing Hide the Baguette in Paris. Now we're playing everyone's favorite game show. Who's the daddy? I decided to wait until the baby's born for the big reveal. Because why rush? It's not like I'm dying of anticipation or anything. Nope, not at all. Folks, sometimes love stories don't end with happily ever after. Sometimes they end with happily, I'm out of here. After the baby was born, spoiler alert, it's mine. I decided it was time to rewrite my ending. Divorce. It's like marriage, but with better lawyers and worse feelings. But here's the twist, I'm still in this kid's life. Because being a dad is more important than being right. So now I'm learning the art of co-parenting. It's like a three-legged race, but the other person is your ex, and the finish line is your kid's 18th birthday. So, what did we learn from this marital misadventure? Well, for starters, always check the closet before you propose. And maybe invest in a good private investigator. Or better yet, just communicate with your partner. Novel idea, I know. Am I wrong here? Life's gonna throw you curveballs. Sometimes those curveballs come in the form of hidden boxes in closets. But hey, if you can't laugh at life's absurdities, what can you laugh at? If you enjoyed this roller coaster of a story, hit that subscribe button. Trust me, my life is a constant stream of comedic gold. Or at least, that's what I tell myself to sleep at night. Got your own tale of relationship woes? Drop it in the comments. Let's create a support group for people who've been there, done that, and got the emotional baggage to prove it. Stay tuned for next week's video where I dive into my brief, silent marriage to a mime. Spoiler alert, the silent treatment hits different when it's their job. Until then, this is Jake, reminding you that love is blind, but hindsight is 20/20ths. Peace out, YouTube.
I invested $25,000 in my unemployed boyfriend's dream. Here's what happened after a year. Hey there, YouTube. Ever heard the phrase, love is the best investment? Well, buckle up, because I'm about to take you on a roller coaster ride through my $25,000 investment in what I thought was true love. Spoiler alert, the returns were, let's just say, not quite what I expected. So picture this, me, a hardworking gal with savings burning a hole in my pocket, and my boyfriend, let's call him Dream Chaser Dan. Now, Dan had big dreams and even bigger excuses for why he couldn't hold down a job. But hey, love makes you do crazy things, right? Like, oh, I don't know, investing your life savings in your unemployed boyfriend's pipe dreams? Little did I know that this investment would turn into a year-long adventure that would test my patience, empty my bank account, and ultimately teach me more about myself than I ever bargained for. So grab your popcorn and maybe a calculator, because we're about to dive into the wild tale of how I learned the hard way that sometimes the best investment is in yourself. Now let me paint you a picture of Dream Chaser Dan. This guy had visions. We're talking world-changing, groundbreaking ideas. One day he'd be the next Elon Musk. The next he'd be opening a chain of artisanal pickle shops. I kid you not, at one point he was convinced he'd invented a revolutionary new type of shoelace. And there I was, starry-eyed and supportive. Follow your dreams, I'd say. You can do anything you set your mind to. I was his personal cheerleader, life coach, and soon-to-be financial backer, all rolled into one. So, why did I decide to invest $25,000 in Dan's dreams? Well, let me break it down for you. I was madly in love, or so I thought. I believed in his potential. Oh, the optimism. I wanted to be a supportive partner, enabler. I thought it would jumpstart our future together. Spoiler, it didn't. And let's be honest, I was hoping for a slice of that. Sweet, sweet success pie when he made it big. Looking back, I realize I was basically playing venture capitalist with my heart. And let me tell you, Shark Tank, this was not. At first, it was all excitement and grand plans. We were going to conquer the world together. Dan would work on his latest brilliant idea, and I'd foot the bill for, well, everything. Rent, food, utilities, and don't forget the essentials for his business. like that $500 ergonomic chair that was absolutely necessary for his creative process. But as the months ticked by, things started to shift. The calendar pages kept flipping, but Dan's big break seemed to be stuck in perpetual coming soon mode. Our romantic dinners turned into heated discussions about budgets. Date nights became brainstorming sessions that always ended with me opening my wallet, and don't even get me started on the business trips that suspiciously coincided with his favorite band's tour dates. The financial strain was real, folks. I went from saving for our future to wondering if I could afford ramen for dinner. Meanwhile, Dan was busy networking at coffee shops, spending more on lattes than he was contributing to our household. Now, I'm not one to brag, but I could probably write a book on red flags in relationships, the $25,000 edition. Here's a sneak peek at some of Dan's greatest hits. I'll definitely pay you back once my pickle empire takes off. This $1,000 course on how to be a successful entrepreneur is a necessary business expense. I can't look for a job right now. It'll distract me from my true calling. Why are you so obsessed with money? Don't you believe in my dreams? My frustration grew faster than Dan's list of excuses. I tried everything: gentle encouragement, setting deadlines, even creating a budget, which mysteriously always ended up in the trash. But no matter what I did, Dan always had a reason, an excuse, or a new brilliant idea that was surely going to be the one. Then came the day that made me question everything: my relationship, my decisions, and my sanity. Picture this. I'm exhausted from working overtime to keep us afloat. I come home and there's Dan, lounging on the couch, the one I paid for, playing video games on the console I bought, and he has the audacity to look at me and say, "You know, I'm starting to feel like you're using me for my potential. It's like you're trying to live off my future success." I'm sorry, what? Did he just... Oh, he did. The shock, the disbelief, the sudden urge to laugh hysterically while simultaneously crying, it all hit me at once. It was like being slapped in the face with a wet fish of reality. In that moment, something inside me snapped. Not in a, I'm gonna go crazy way, but in a, I've finally woken up way. All the doubts, all the frustrations, all the sleepless nights worrying about money, it all crystallized into one clear thought: this needs to end. Making the decision to move out and end the relationship was like trying to untangle a pair of headphones that had been in your pocket for a year. Messy, frustrating, and how did it even get this knotted in the first place? Untangling our finances was a nightmare. Turns out, when you've been paying for everything, there's not much to split. I had to face the harsh reality that my $25,000 investment was about as recoverable as a sandcastle at high tide. Emotionally, it was like being on a roller coaster designed by Salvador Dali. Nothing made sense, everything was upside down, and I was pretty sure I was hallucinating half the time. I loved Dan, I really did, but I had to love myself more. So, what did I learn from this $25,000 investment in love? Am I wrong here for being so naive? Let me drop some wisdom on you. Love doesn't pay the bills. Shocking, I know. Dreams are great, but a paycheck is better. At least until the dreams start paying dividends. Supporting someone doesn't mean enabling them. There's a fine line between being supportive and being a human ATM. Financial compatibility is seriously underrated. Nothing kills the mood like constant money stress. Trust your gut. If something feels off, it probably is. Don't ignore those red flags. This whole experience was like going back to school, except instead of textbooks, I had overdue bills and my tuition was my life savings. But you know what? I graduated with a PhD in real life. So where do I go from here? Well, first things first, rebuilding my savings account. It's like starting a fitness journey, but instead of lifting weights, I'm lifting my credit score. Rebuilding trust in myself? That's the real challenge. It's like trying to assemble IKEA furniture without instructions. Confusing, frustrating, but ultimately rewarding when you finally get it right. I've learned that financial independence in relationships is crucial. It's like oxygen on an airplane. Secure your own mask first before helping others. Otherwise, you both end up gasping for air. Now, I know what you're thinking. Wow, what a disaster! Is there any good news? Well, hold on to your hats because there actually is. This whole fiasco taught me I'm stronger than I ever knew. I can handle anything life throws at me, even $25,000 mistakes. I'm great at budgeting when it's actually my budget. I've come out of this wiser, more confident, and with some killer stories for first dates. So, ever invested in a pickle empire? And hey, if we're sticking with the investment metaphor, let's just say I've diversified my portfolio. I'm investing in myself now, my career, my passions, my happiness. And let me tell you, the returns are already looking a lot better. So there you have it, folks, my $25,000 adventure in love, loss, and pickles. Remember, sometimes the best investment you can make is in yourself. And maybe, just maybe, double-check someone's business plan before handing over your life savings. Thanks for joining me on this wild ride. If you enjoyed this cautionary tale, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. It's free, which is more than I can say for my last relationship. Until next time, keep your hearts full and your wallets guarded.
Buckle up. Family drama and relationship lessons ahead. Hey there, YouTube fam. Are you ready for some juicy family drama that'll make you cringe, laugh, and maybe even learn a thing or two? Well, buckle up, Buttercup, because I'm about to spill the tea on my son's love life, my wife's helicopter parenting, and how I became public enemy number one in my own household. Trust me, you don't want to miss this roller coaster of a story. So, grab your popcorn, settle in, and let's dive into the question that's tearing my family apart. Am I wrong here for telling my son he deserved to get dumped? Alright, let's set the stage for this comedy of errors. Picture this, a perfectly dysfunctional family consisting of yours truly, the brutally honest dad, my overprotective wife, aka helicopter mom, and our son, let's call him Couch Potato Romeo. Now, throw in a long-distance girlfriend who's way too good for him, and you've got yourself a recipe for disaster. For 2 whole years, this saint of a girlfriend flew back and forth, spending her hard-earned cash and precious vacation days to visit our lazy son. Meanwhile, Romeo couldn't be bothered to lift a finger, let alone board a plane. Spoiler alert, it doesn't end well. But before we get to the juicy breakup, let me walk you through this train wreck of a relationship and how I ended up dropping some tough love that has my family giving me the silent treatment. Let's break down our cast of characters, shall we? First up, we have our leading man, my son, Couch Potato Romeo. His hobbies include Netflix marathons, making excuses, and taking his girlfriend for granted. Then there's frequent flyer Juliet, the long-suffering girlfriend who apparently missed the memo about loving yourself first. Supporting roles go to my wife, helicopter mom, whose mission in life is to keep our precious boy bubble-wrapped and within a 5-mile radius at all times. And lastly, there's me, your narrator and the voice of reason, at least in my own mind. My superpower? Saying what everyone's thinking, but is too afraid to say out loud. Now, let me paint you a picture of this doomed romance. Imagine, if you will, a relationship where one person does all the heavy lifting, or in this case, all the flying. Our dear Juliet, bless her heart, was racking up those frequent flyer miles like it was going out of style. Every month, without fail, she'd touch down in our neck of the woods, ready to shower our son with love and affection. And Romeo's response to this dedication? A half-hearted, thanks for coming, and a pat on the back for good measure. I mean, who needs grand romantic gestures when you can offer the bare minimum? Am I right? Spoiler, I'm not right. Not even close. You might be wondering, why didn't Romeo ever visit his girlfriend? Well, buckle up, because this is where it gets good. See, my wife, in all her infinite wisdom, had convinced our son that airplanes were basically flying death traps. Every time the subject of him visiting his girlfriend came up, it was all, "But honey, what if something happens? And oh, those planes are so dangerous." I tried to be the voice of reason. I really did. I sat them both down and said, "Look, this girl is a catch. She's willing to move to our country, for crying out loud. All she's asking is for Romeo to make an effort and visit her sometimes. Is that really too much to ask?" Apparently it was. Our son, emboldened by his mother's fear-mongering and his own laziness, declared that he was perfectly fine never traveling anywhere. Yeah, you heard that right. Mr. Adventurous over here was content to let his girlfriend do all the work while he enjoyed the comforts of home. Talk about Prince Charming, huh? Fast forward to last week. Romeo drops the bomb. Juliet's dumped him. Cue the violins and pass the tissues, right? Well, not so fast. Being the tech-savvy detective that I am, translation. I know how to use Facebook. I did a little digging. Lo and behold, there's Juliet, happy as a clam with a new guy already. Now, I'm no relationship expert, But it doesn't take a genius to figure out that she probably had one foot out the door for a while. Here's where I might have messed up. Or did I? I decided to share my thoughts with Romeo and my wife. Picture this. Me, standing in our living room, dropping truth bombs like it's my job. I said, and I quote, "Son, I hate to break it to you, but you kind of deserve this. You treated that poor girl like a convenience, not a partner. She spent all her time and money coming here, and you couldn't even be bothered to consider visiting her. I hope you learn from this, because honey, you need to step up your game for the next one." Well, you'd think I'd just announced that I was selling our house and moving us all to Mars. My wife gasped so hard I thought she might inhale the curtains. Romeo's face went through more color changes than a chameleon at a disco. And just like that, I found myself on the wrong side of a family feud. My wife, bless her heart, is acting like I just kicked a puppy. She's all, "How could you be so horrible? And he's heartbroken, and you're making it worse." Meanwhile, Romeo is sulking in his room, probably updating his Facebook status to misunderstood victim of cruel parenting. But here's the thing, am I really wrong? I mean, come on. This kid had a girlfriend who was willing to cross oceans for him, and he couldn't even cross the street without complaining. Someone had to tell him the truth, right? Right? Alright, let's take a moment to break down some lessons here, because Lord knows someone needs to learn something from this mess. Relationships are a two-way street. If your partner is frequently flyer, and you're a frequent sire, you're doing it wrong. Mom's advice isn't always best. Sorry, helicopter mom, but sometimes you gotta let your kids spread their wings, preferably on an actual plane. Effort is sexy. Nothing says I love you quite like, actually making an effort to see the person you claim to love. Fear is the mind killer, and apparently, also the relationship killer. Don't let irrational fears stop you from living your life. Honesty isn't always popular. Sometimes, being the voice of reason means being the voice that everyone wants to mute. The verdict, am I wrong here? So here we are, folks. The dust has settled, but the tension in our house is so thick you could cut it with a knife. On one side, we have Team Couch Potato, consisting of my wife and son, who think I'm the biggest jerk this side of the Mississippi.